In a recent live, one of my subscribers lamented the fact that most of the quick out the door in a hurry makeup looks on YouTube end up with a kind of no makeup look, minimal eyeshadow, that sort of thing. And what she was really wanting was a tutorial on how to do your makeup fast and still end up glam. So that's what I'm going to attempt today. Liz, this one's for you. I am not going to actually set a timer, but I am going to do minimal edits on this. I'll edit out if I sneeze or rub my nose or something like that, but otherwise I really want to see how quickly I can do this and end up with a glam look. So I am going to use this new Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Stick. I'm still testing this, so I'm not really ready to give you my opinions or thoughts on it yet. I'm just going to use it, and you can kind of see what it does while I see what it does. I do have a series of 5-minute glam eyes that I'm starting. I've only got a couple there, but I will put those in the cards if you want to see that. And that is a full eye look, all of the colors, all of the blending, and I do it in 5 minutes, and I do time those. So if you're interested in just eyes, you can take a look at that. I'm going to go in with my concealer first because I'm using a powder foundation, and in that case, you don't want to be putting necessarily concealer over your powder. That little bit where there was that little jump cut was me just searching for a concealer. If I had all my products laid out ahead of time, I would probably be way more successful in doing this in 15 minutes. But we will see how long this video ends up. Hopefully, I'll get this done in under 15. And I am going to go ahead and use my concealer for an eye primer because that will save a step, save some time. I'm blended in with my fingers and I'm going in just with a fluffy brush. This is the AOA Studio F19 brush. I find this perfect for concealer and eye primer. And I have not yet put on my lip balm. I'm going to do that real quick too, so that when I go for lips, my lips are hydrated. This is the City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss in the clear version. I really am enjoying that for my pre-makeup lip balm. I am going to be using all powder products today after going on a powder foundation. I have used actually liquid products over this and they do work, but powder for me is faster. So this is the Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last. I am working on this in one of my panning projects, and I'm not going to be using it for very long, I can tell, especially if I use it as a powder foundation. I don't use as much if it's a setting powder or a rescue powder. So just go in with a puff, and I'm going to blend that, pat it all over. Powder foundation, if you're in a hurry, and it is a really quick way to go because you don't have as much blending as you do with a liquid. You put it in place and it's just kind of there. And I love this powder, you guys. It just blurs everything, gives me the coverage that I want without like making me look masky or heavy. And that's it. It was that fast, that easy, and it's done. I will take what's left on the puff, tap out that concealer and eye primer, and just kind of tap under there. And yes, I can use this under my eyes, but I don't go in with a lot of it. So that's the complexion. I'm going to do my brows really. Whoop. Where's my brow pencil? All right, we're using this one. We're going to use this e.l.f. one. I didn't put away the makeup from my last video yet, so... Oh, there it is. It's laying right in front of me. Dang it. That's okay. This one. These unedited videos are really nice for post-production because there's just not a whole lot to do, tidying up a bit, but they are nerve-wracking to film, especially when I just kind of decided like 2 minutes before I sat down that that's what I wanted to do. There are videos that I plan and, you know, kind of write down bullet points of what I want to say and take a whole lot more time in the filming. And then there are ones that are just kind of off the cuff. And so I hope you guys appreciate both of them. Sometimes it depends on what's going on in my life and what I have time for after the camera gets turned off. My lights look really bright and I look really washed out. If I edit that out, it was me turning down my lights. You guys would not have that if you were doing a quick makeup look. All right, I'm going to use the Catrice Holiday Skin Bronzer and Highlighter, mainly because it is sitting right here on my table and I don't have to go hunting for one. This I'm going to use a big fluffy brush with and just kind of pounce it in where the sun would hit and warm up my face. I really like this. I believe that this is intended as an alternative or a dupe, if you are not opposed to that word, to the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know that it's the same formula or anything like that, so whether it's a dupe or not, I cannot speak to that because I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury. I kind of doubt that it is, but I do think it's probably an alternative, and it blends super easily and very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put my highlighter on right now, and then I'll put blush over it. I think sometimes that gives a smoother look. The highlighter is really pretty. Kind of going for a bronzy look today. I'm going bronze with red. I think it just gives a really pretty effect. So I'm going to blend that because it's a little sharp, a little strong, but it will be toned down when I put the blush over it. The cheeks are a little damp right now, so I don't want to do that right now. I feel like I didn't quite get my tail of my brows done. Let's go there. I think we're going to get storms again. I think I just heard thunder. So how is everyone? For blush, I'm going to use the Essence the Blush in Befitting. I think this is just a really nice neutral blush, and that's what I'm going for today. It's a little bit on the mauve side, but also neutral. And I don't want a strong blush with the bronze, but I also don't want a real peachy blush either. So, I mean, I don't want a pink blush. When I'm picking a product, I will probably edit that out. Like I said, it's not going to affect the time that it would take you to do your makeup because you would not be selecting products for a YouTube video. So let's blend that. And now I'm ready to move on to the eyes. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Brulee for the setting of my eyeshadow primer and to help me blend. And that just goes crease to brow bone with a fluffy blending brush. I will, of course, list all of the products in the description box down below. So how about you? Are you a full glam everyday kind of makeup wearer? Are you a minimal out the door, I do the same thing all the time and don't even have to think about it kind of makeup wearer? And I guess you could be both. You can be full glam and pretty much do the same full glam every day. I'm going to use the Nomad Cosmetics Venice Simplon Express. This was my first Nomad Cosmetics palette. It came in an Ipsy bag and I absolutely love it. I don't use this red color like ever, and I really don't use the blue, but the others are pretty. So I'm going to go into this mid-tone shade there and put that in my crease and blend, and it goes above the crease. I have hooded eyes, and so I am redefining where the crease of my eye is so that when I open my eye, you can still see that color. And I do know that there are people whose eyes are more hooded than mine, and obviously those who are less hooded than mine, but this is how I do it. And you can watch hooded eye videos and get tips and techniques, but ultimately you just have to try things on your eyes and see what works. I wanted so badly to be able to do a halo eye, and then I realized that with my eye shape, a halo eye doesn't look good on me. Even if I do it perfectly, it's not going to look good. I have kind of rounded eyes. They're protruding, if you wish to call them that. And when I do a halo eye with that brightness in the center, it makes it even more protruding. That doesn't work for my eye shape. So don't do something just because everybody's doing it. It may not work for you. I actually have an entire bucket of clean brushes, you guys, and now I don't know which one to use. Sometimes having an abundance actually is not a good thing. I'm looking for a smaller fluffy brush. There it is, because I want to go into this darker shade here and deepen up my outer crease a little bit. Let's see, we're at 12 minutes, so I'm going to have to kick this up if I'm going to get this done in 15. I probably got a couple minutes in there of things I'm going to edit out with looking for products, but otherwise I need to get moving. I'm going to draw this under the outer corner just to give a little depth and definition, because we are going for glam here. We're not going for subtle. I want it to be obvious that I have makeup on today, and not obvious in a painted, don't look like myself kind of way, but obvious in an, oh, she took a little extra time kind of way. And yeah, so I'm getting a clean blending brush so that I can blend those edges, because even though I'm doing this quickly, I don't want to end up unblended or sloppy. So, but I am only going to use probably 3 colors, maybe a 4th for an inner corner. I guess I'm already at 3 colors, but I don't really count this one since it's almost like a setting powder. And then I think, yeah, I'm going to go into this bronzy shade right there and put that on my lid. Oh, that is a pretty, pretty shade. Wow. Okay. And it's shimmery and sparkly, but it's really smooth. I don't have in this one the inner shimmer that I would like. So I'm going to actually just go back into my highlighter, take a little of that on my finger, and use that to brighten up that inner corner. That worked really well. Wow. So you don't have to use your products for the purpose that they were intended for. You can do whatever you want. And I think, oh, I just stuck my finger in the brown. I would like to take a little of this gold in the center. It's kind of got a hard pan on me. And put that just right on the center of the lid. And here I am doing what I said I didn't want to do and lighten up the center. But if I do it just a little bit, it's okay. It doesn't make it like protrude. All right, then grabbing my Simma Brown now from Wet n Wild. And I am still going to use the brown, even though I'm going for a more glam look. I just like brown highlighter on me better than black. I guess the thunder felt like it needed to fill the silence, but I couldn't talk while I was doing that. All right, now we are going to, I always say we, like you're here sitting with me, putting on my makeup. I couldn't find my preferred eyelash curler, so I grabbed this one. It's on my desk somewhere, but my desk is really messy right now. Speaking of messy, I'm in the process of editing a bathroom counter declutter, and that's going to be coming up hopefully by Saturday. So if you enjoy decluttering and organizing type videos, that one will be here soon. Now, I do think that when you're going, if you're in a hurry, if you're in a hurry, you want a mascara that's going to build your lashes and put product on there quickly so that you don't have to sit there forever and ever and ever just putting it on. And the Maybelline Sky High will do that for you. In fact, you kind of have to be careful that it doesn't get clumpy on you. But, I mean, that's a lot of lashes in one coat. And I should have put on my setting spray before I did my lashes. I always like to do my setting spray first, but when I'm in a hurry like this, I tend to forget that I wanted to do that, because, and I like doing the setting spray before the lashes, because a lot of times that extra moisture from the setting spray, if the mascara isn't completely dry yet, will cause it to transfer to my upper lashes. So just realized I didn't do this bottom side on the first side. That would not have been fun, to go out with only bottom mascara on one side. All right, I'm going to be very careful about putting this on and trying to avoid, I'm going to be very careful about putting my setting spray on, try to avoid my eyes. Okay. So that I don't end up having a lot of cleanup to do. Sit tight, gotta grab some lips. I went and grabbed my lip products and took my hair down. That's all I edited out, I promise. And this is the Essence Stay 8 Hour lip liner. It's waterproof in Mood. It is a long-lasting lip liner. Here's me trying to talk while I'm putting it on. And then the Context Skin lipstick in Hide Your Heart that I got from an Ipsy. And it's kind of a brick color, a little bit dramatic, which is what we're going for. And I'm going to do one more blend with my sponge. And that's my look. The camera's at 20 minutes. I had an intro at the beginning and a little bit of an outro with some pieces cut out in the middle for going to get products. So I think the actual makeup application is pretty close to 15 minutes, and I would consider this to be a full glam look, but you can do it in 15 and get out the door. So for Liz and for everyone else, I hope this was helpful, that you can see you actually don't have to spend a lot of time on your makeup in order to get a really put together, polished look and get out the door. There are times you want to sit and play with makeup for 45 minutes or an hour, and there's other times you just got to get to work. So if this video was helpful, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate you taking a second to do that. If you have a little bit more time to watch another video, I'll see you there, or I'll see you in my next one. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.